Well, good Saturday morning. So let's talk about the weather for today. Number one, we have those red flag warnings that are in effect. A dangerous combo of strong winds and low relative humidity values is not going to be a good combo. In fact, a dangerous combo as far as fire is concerned. So please be advised of that today. It's just advised really not to do any burning, especially if you're in Northeast Tennessee where we have these red flag warnings that take effect. So these will take effect at 11 o'clock today through the rest of the evening. There's definitely a high fire danger. We can expect strong winds between 10 to 20 miles per hour sustained in the Tri-Cities, gusting up to 30 miles per hour. So please be advised on that. That includes all of our Northeast Tennessee counties. Also in Southwest Virginia too. I mean, we'll still have those strong winds and low relative humidity values, so certainly not a good combo. Keep that in mind for today. Another thing we can talk about today is meteorological spring. My friends, I think many of us have been looking forward to it. So it's going to be kind of coolish. The average high is 55. That's kind of where we'll be for a high today in the Tri-Cities. Smidge cooler in Southwest Virginia. But notice the difference with meteorological spring versus just regular old spring that takes effect on March 20th is this is based completely on temperatures. So the temperature is already warmed up about 10 degrees on average compared to where we were for the coldest part of the winter in the Tri-Cities due to the higher sun angle and so forth. So tis the season. But like I mentioned today, our main concern is going to be those red flag warnings, the strong winds, low relative humidity values. February, taking just a quick glance at that, I know we had some periods of time that it was above normal, but man, when it got cold, it got quite cold in the middle part of the month there at 23-degree high back on Thursday of the 20th of February. So that was almost 30 degrees below normal. So we had quite a few ups and downs. Also, with the snowfall, the melt, the rain, it ended up just slightly above normal in terms of actual liquid precip and rainfall. Here's a look at Kingsport. Gorgeous morning out there. So far, the winds are not too bad in the Tri-Cities, but they are still breezy at times. West-southwest wind at 11 there from Tri-Cities Airport. The thing, like I mentioned, we are worried about is the combo of that wind and those low dew points, which creates the low relative humidity values. That relative humidity is based on your dew point and the wet bulb temperature. So since we won't have as much moisture in the air, yeah, it's going to be a very dry air mass today. Highs in the middle 50s, slowly falling in terms of temperatures this evening because that northwesterly flow really kicking in, and it's going to be kind of a colder wind. Temperatures tonight will really start to cool off as well. Here's a look at those relative humidity values in the dry and very dry range today with that strong wind out of the west and northwest. So 55 degrees for a high today, middle and upper 40s in Southwest Virginia for highs, and then turning a smidge cooler this evening. So it won't be the best weather day. Another thing I'm keeping my eye on is, of course, the winds. And sometimes you get, when you get gusts up to 30, 35 miles per hour, there can be some sporadic power outages. So I'm hoping and praying for the best today. Certainly take it careful. Just keep that in mind. It is going to be windy. Anyway, there's your high temperatures for today. Colder tonight, becoming partly cloudy during the overnight. I'm not expecting any frost during the overnight. The reason being is the air is still going to be very, very dry. So even though your temperature is 21, that dew point is forecast to be around 11. So there's going to be about a 10-degree separation between temperature and dew point. So I don't expect the air to become completely saturated, which will lead to that heavy area of frost and so forth. I don't believe that's going to be the case for tonight. Anyway, so temperatures dropping down to the teens and low 20s. So because of the red flag warnings, the windy conditions, the low relative humidity, severe threat tracker is medium for today. So there you go, my friends, for Saturday. Otherwise, we drop it back to low mode for Sunday and Monday. Colder for your Sunday, less wind, lots of sunshine, but just going to be in the low to mid 40s for highs. That will be it. Yeah, check it out. That's it. But there will be less wind, and it looks like those relative humidities will still be pretty low, so still not the best, certainly not good burning weather by any means, as wildfires can just spread out of proportion. You know how it is. Here's a look at satellite and radar. You could even pick out on radar where that cold front was moving through It's kind of created that uplift associated with some of those clouds we had earlier. That's for the most part pushed off to the south and east. There's still a trailing area of low pressure, and you've got counterclockwise flow around the area of low pressure. So there are some clouds, some Great Lake snow showers associated with that. We may get enough uplift through the evening that we could also have a stray shower chance, but that rain chance is about 20%, which means many of us stay dry for today. We will have partly to mostly cloudy skies at times today, especially depending on your location. Here's 12 o'clock. Notice we got lots of sunshine in the Tri-Cities, but some clouds moving into southwest Virginia. A few stray showers or a high elevation snow flurry can't be ruled out. 5 o'clock, we see a few more of those clouds in the Tri-Cities, so hence the reason why we're thinking partly to mostly cloudy here for 5 o'clock. Still a stray shower chance, 20% or so, mainly north of the Tri-Cities. Sunshine in the forecast for Sunday, less wind, thank goodness. That will be some good news, but just a lot colder. Highs only in the low 40s. And part of the reason for that, as meteorologists, we like to look at the big scale. We like to look at things aloft into the atmosphere. And one of the interesting things with this is you can track the cold temperatures in the mid-levels of the atmosphere, in specifics around the 500 millibar level. So what we see is decreasing heights. So you know what happens when warm air rises? Well, warm air does rise because it's naturally more buoyant than the surrounding air. So warm air rises, but however, with colder air, more dense air, it sinks. And what happens with the atmosphere is it either contracts or expands or sinks back down. And so it's going to be significantly colder tomorrow. We can tell that from the mid-levels of the atmosphere. A lot colder air mass moving into the 500 millibar level. So I don't know if that made any sense. Hopefully it did. Anyway, heading into Monday, lots of sunshine. Y'all just want to know the forecast, I'm sure, though. Just like, give me the specifics on the forecast. So, hey, we turn milder back to the 50s Monday. Low 60s Tuesday. Wednesday, we'll be back into the middle and upper 60s. Nice change. Nice change. I'm looking forward to it. Here's the thing. This time of year especially, we have to start monitoring the chance of severe weather. We are in that season and it is starting to gear up, especially in Dixie Alley, parts of the southeast. 'Tis the season. So the upper level pattern is very much in support of some severe weather developing for the deep south for Tuesday and Wednesday. I'm still keeping my eye on it though, just to make sure that we don't have any severe weather or storms that creep up on us it would be the Wednesday time frame generally for the Tri-Cities. So just something we're keeping our eye on. All right, recap today. Red flag warnings take effect 11 o'clock. Very low humidity values, bad burning weather. It is going to be windy, wind sustained 10 to 20, gusting to 30, colder 55 for the high, turning colder this evening even than that, and a stray shower chance. That's your forecast today, or maybe a mountain flurry, not to rule that out as well. Tonight, colder, partly to mostly cloudy, 21 in the Tri-Cities. Here's a look at the extended forecast. Colder tomorrow, sunshine. Monday brings warmer temperatures back to the 50s. A mix of sun and clouds for your Monday. 63 Tuesday, very mild, turning nicer, a few stray showers, a little bit breezy again. That low-level jet starts to kick back in. Then a strong cold front with an upper-level trough moves in for Wednesday, gives us a chance of maybe a thunderstorm. Windy conditions again, very mild temperatures, upper 60s. Looks like about a 70% chance of rain for your Wednesday. We'll be monitoring to see if that's heavy areas of rain and how much of it that we'll be getting. Some of that will trail into Thursday. Colder air starts to move in. Could end as some snow showers, especially in the higher elevations for Thursday. Well, there's the forecast in a nutshell. Take it safe today. Keep in mind we do have those red flag warnings for the Tri-Cities and all of Northeast Tennessee for this evening. And have a great and safe Saturday. We'll talk to y'all a little bit later.